cards in your deck. Sometimes
Right.
they serve as quite literally to draw one as soon as possible.
I'm pretty sure that 90% of the games in Hearthstone end before the 20th card is drawn, for example, right? Or even the 15th card is drawn.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like games actually end pretty quickly. So if you can actually draw that card, then you're good to go, right? I mean, would you put 2 Ragnaruses in your deck?
Well, yeah, I would just build my decks differently then.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, it's definitely a thing. So with the epics, which is kind of close to legendaries, sometimes you just want 2 of them, like Doomhammer, right? Doomhammer is the uh was it Chalky special? The Chalky
He was
special?
the first person I saw to play 2 Doomhammers in a competitive setting.
Right,
He
right.
played 2 at stage 2, and it was just literally he wanted to draw one on turn 5 and start getting them.
Yeah, and see Story Cup, there was a lot of players that played double Doomhammer, so that was the thing. All right, back to the game here though. Dethelor is Hunters is gonna fall to, of course, Lifecoach's Paladin, and Paladin is gonna face against either Druid or Warlock here. If Dethelor doesn't like the matchup, he can of course use the coup himself, and yeah, we'll see if he actually does get to use this power.
I imagine he's going with Warlock here. I'm curious to see how the deck actually lines up versus Paladin, though. Looking for those gigantic endgame bursts and trying to control the game in the meantime. I feel like you're going with Warlock here.
I Warlock against Paladin. Yeah, definitely. But then Life Coach is running 2 equalities, right? Life Coach's deck is really weird. 2 Quartermasters, 2 Sky Golems, 2 equalities, and 2 Land Hands.
Yeah,
Like,
well, remember
definitely kind
though, Deathlor's he's playing the Faceless Manipulator Arcane Golem version. He's not playing like giants.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Yeah, so all
So
the qualities and stuff don't have nearly as big of an impact, I would imagine,
right.
as they normally would. So it looks to me like he's just going to take this matchup. This is a pretty decent opening hand, I would say too.
Yeah. But for definitely 2 Hellfires is definitely what you want to see. So actually mulligan one of them. Doesn't really need a second copy. Interesting.
Yeah, I'm a little surprised by that. I think I would have liked to see him keep both the Hellfires.
Yeah, me too. Well, Life Coach doesn't have to play this matchup, and that's one of the combos that could be very, very explosive, of course.
Yeah, he's already got one. He's already got 2 of the pieces in his hand.
All right, Life Coach is gonna analyze his plays right now. Well, I guess there are 2 plays, right? Hero power or not to hero power.
Right? Yeah, not hero powering here seems great.
Plays in the Mortal Coil, right? I don't want to play it in Mortal Coil. That's terrible.
Really, the key to thinking there is to not give information to your opponent of whether or not you have a 2-drop.
Sure. And why not? The game rope is yours, right? Is your 90 seconds. You can do whatever you want with it. Here's a possible muster for battle turn, but then if he does muster of battle, he actually gives up one of these silver hand recruits, don't you think? Because you could have recruited anyways. So effectively, the muster of battle is just summoning 2/1/1s. Does that make sense? Sometimes I feel like it's that way.
I feel like it's usually always worth it.
Always use it worth it to just muster turn 3 and just go for it.
I just like getting them.
Yeah, of course. Of course.
Because the other thing too, though, is if like say, like you don't muster for battle this turn, and then you have to play True Silver next turn.
Okay.
You're never gonna get your muster for battle in until way later in the game.
Yeah, that's true. All right. Left Coach does agree with you and actually plays the muster for battle here, hitting the hitting Dethelor a little bit. But whoa, that's a guaranteed steal from a Microchip Tech.
I actually don't know if I like that or Twilight Drake better.
Yeah, maybe Twilight Drake is a little bit better. Because if you Twilight Drake now and your opponent plays something else, then you can just mind control it instead. And the Hellfire is gonna come out. Doesn't want to see all these 1/1s hitting the face.
Yeah. Oh, right on time too.
That's a pretty good draw.
Piloted Shredder is such a good minion. I feel like I haven't talked nearly enough about this card.
All right.
It's just like how much more can you ask for? The Chill and Yeti was already good, and now you've separated 2 of the health into a second body. This card's just super Harvest Golem.
Super Harvest Golem. Yeah, that's true. That's true. I mean, the randomness doesn't really nearly affect anything as much. For example, right? It's the average is a 2-2. The low average, I guess, the high average is like a 2-3 or 3-2. That's pretty insane. And even some 2-2s or some even 1-3s have an effect of them, right? You have like Mana Addict. You have like Master Swordsmith and stuff like that. I don't know. Like the value of this card is pretty insane.
Plus the dust value. Like if you get a Nat Paggle or something off that, that's 3,200 dust.
Oh, a golden one, right? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Craft 2 legendaries in one card.
Wow, he's still gonna go with Shield and Minibot in the token though.
Mm-hmm. Ooh, the Hellfire
Second
comes
Hellfire
in.
gets picked up.
Very good, very good. Twilight Drake is probably gonna see play here.
So did he intend to Quartermaster? Oh, wow, and he picks up Ironbeak Owl.
I don't think he intends to Quartermaster now.
No. Quartermaster's way better than dealing 7 damage with an Ironbeak Owl.
Oh man, and you also have a weapon to clear very, very easily. Of course, if Lifecoach is aware of what Dethelor plays, he actually does need to put in damage, right? There's no such thing as Molten Giants. There's no such thing as like a Jiraxis even. Maybe there might be anti-Q bots here and there, but yeah, you want to deal damage.
That's what I'm really curious about, is if he actually knows what this deck list is.
Oh really? Yeah, that's true, because I guess Dethelor didn't really play any cards to really give it out that this is a Arcane Golem deck, I guess, right?
Yeah, so I mean, so far it's just looked like a standard handlock deck that didn't draw a giant.
Mm-hmm.
Really peculiar that Lifecoach not only continues to keep his life total afloat, but plays around mind control tech as well.
That's right. Very interesting. Over at Dethelor side, 5 mana. Belcher is probably the play here. I mean, the other things don't really look as interesting. So there it is. Back over to the Lifecoach side, BGH.
Yeah, it's not bad timing because there's that Doctor Boom on the other side of the board.
That's a pretty good top deck for later. So how do you kill this off? I mean, if you're playing around Mind Control Tech last turn, is there a reason for you to not play around Mind Control Tech this turn?
That's always feels like my concern with just playing around Mind Control Tech in general, is that you always get yourself in board states where the next turn you just you can't play around it. That's why I'm so reluctant to very often play around simple things like that, is because unless you can consistently play around them, there's no reason to play around it. So it requires a lot of foresight in that regard to adequately play around stuff like that. And I typically tend to just forego it. Here he does have a way to keep playing around it.
Yep.
I mean, this is just totally fine, but again, this Pilot Destroyer has been in his hand for such a long time now, which is that was really the stranger play to me, was how he continued to hold on to the Pilot Shredder and played the Shielded Minibot, because the Shielded Minibot is a lot easier to develop than Pilot Shredder is.
Mm-hmm. Whoa. Okay.
Yeah, so he wants to keep these guys on the board so he can Quartermaster next turn.
No, actually, yeah, you're right. Okay.
That's going to be his big turn to, before I go playing around Mind Control Tech anymore, is going to be the 3rd token and the Quartermaster.
And TQ is played in this deck, and of course Hellfire is just gonna wipe the board, set it up for a very good Dr. Boom next turn. And, yeah. That's how it's gonna work.
Finally looks like a point where now he's gonna get to play Pilot Shredder. It's so crazy. Like he makes all these plays that are, they line up a little bit differently than you would picture they do, and then they always end up working out for him.
Yeah. So here, Lifecoach does finally have the option again to play the Pilot Shredder. Follow that up with Hero Power. That seems like a pretty strong play. He could also use the Quartermaster right now to gain value off of that, and effectively summon like a 5/8 that's split across 2 creatures. Not as strong as a 5/8, but 5/8 would have stats.
He's got the Kel'Thuzad in his hand too, so there's really not that big of a deal behind just playing the Big Game Hunter and the Pilot Shredder down now. And if he sees something like Big Game Hunter, he just runs both of his guys into. I'm sorry, if he sees something like Doctor Boom, he just runs both of his guys into the Doctor Boom and drops Kel'Thuzad.
Yeah. So I guess the Shredder is just a little bit better because the Dethelor does come back, right? And the Quartermaster buff does not come back if the KT is the case.
Right.
So there you go. And Zombie Chow for Dethelor. Not the greatest. So it's turn 7. Well, turn 7.
Dr. Balance.
Dr. Balance. But you know what? Dr. Balance is actually quite balanced. It's just going to get removed naturally.
Yeah, it's just fine. It's just worth a lot.
Yeah. It's fine. Would you actually consider if for example Dethelor plays that Dr. Boomy, would you consider hitting with your weapon and the Shredder? And then if the bomb actually kills the 2-drop and you play KT, the 2-drop also comes back and the Shredder also comes?
It's tough. Whoa, 8, 9, 10, 11.
Wait.
That's 2 damage off lethal.
2 damage off lethal.
If he had 1 more mana, he was able to kill him.
Wait, what? Why is it 2? Oh yeah, it is 2. God damn it.
It's like, well, you add 2, and then you add 2.
Oh man.
What does that get you for?
So yeah, would you hit with the weapon here?
Probably not. I mean, I imagine just playing Big Game Hunter, and then I probably am playing Quartermaster anyway, just to get some board presence.
Okay. Oh,
whoa.
Oh. Wait, no. Well, I guess it makes sense, right? Because he wants the 1/1 to actually maybe soak a bomb, maybe. Oh, playing minions first before activating the bombs. Actually, is he even activating them at all?
I don't think he's gonna attack the bombs.
Yeah, just let the opponent deal with it. But now, of course, this is open to MC Tech, and we might see something nice here.
Just let them figure it out. Siphon Soul gets picked up. This looks to me like it's definitely going to be an MC Tech turn, coupled with Anti-Keelbot to start recovering this board position.
And the MC Tech takes. Oh.
Oh, I think it's actually the worst target. I think it's actually the worst target of the 4 that are out there too. It seems to be a common theme with mind control tech. Is either the very best or the very worst.
I think Strefko did disagree with you there.
Well, he got the very. Oh, and the Boombot. Not only does it go for face, but it only hits for 1.
That is the worst situation ever. Well, unless your opponent's at 1 health, right? Man, try again. You have another chance. Okay, we'll go for the left one this time.
Oh, picked that one up. So very, very nice pickup there from Dethelor. Gonna heal back up to 14, but he is facing down 11 points of damage still.
Oh, how good does KT feel?
Lifecoach once again, though, is 1 damage off lethal. It's the 2nd turn in a row. He actually really needed to kill something with that Boombot.
Yeah, if that Boombot actually missed, it would have been lethal, huh? I wonder. But yeah, I mean, right now KT looks really strong. Are you really scared of the combo? Like, at 9 mana, the most damage that you can take is 16, I believe. And then the next turn is 24. So 16 is still safe. Still fine.
I gotta believe he's KTing here if he did that.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
What happens if there's a second mind control attack?
Oh my gosh, so much being summoned back for him.
Alright. Oh, I have to imagine it's a Siphon Soul turn.
Oh, I mean, what else can you do?
I mean, nothing.
I think there's some merit to life tapping, but
You could also Dark Bomb the Shredder first. Maybe there's a Doomsayer and it just does the work for you. You know?
We just always think of Doomsayer, I think, more than like any other people out there as far as Pilot Shredder is concerned.
Yeah.
We are never gonna get got by the Doomsayer Shredder.
No, never. We're not gonna be surprised by it. Yeah, we called it, you know. Oh, double lay on hands.
I gotta believe Tyrion's better here, though.
Tyrion's better?
Maybe you're a little bit afraid of a second mind control tech.
Right.
He's gonna put his faith in the light instead. And Lifecoach a dominant board position. I don't know what on earth Dethelor could try to get out of this. He gets part of his combo, but he's got to get past his taunt first, though. He doesn't have a way to do it really.
Don't think that's gonna happen. You know, the the no, you just can't remove the Ashbringer, right? No matter what you do. So
I mean, he can face his manipulator and then play the sludge belcher, but then he loses like all of his momentum from combo potential.
Oh my
If he siphons souls, he goes to 11, and then he takes 9, 11, 13, takes 15 on the backswing. That's not sustainable.
No.
If he just casts sludge belcher, oh gosh, I think he may have to go for the Dark Bomb Doomsayer here. That may be his only out.
Oh man. Well, it is an out after all, right? Maybe like there's about what I would venture to say 50 something minions that are two drops. Oh wow. Goes for the steal here, or the copy. And the Belcher comes up as well. So does Lifecoach have lethal here?
So he attacks his shield in for 1. Shredder 1, 2. No, he's just barely off, I think.
Yeah,
he doesn't have quite enough lethal, but he can dismantle this board position.
Yeah. Wait, actually, he might have lethal, because if he actually kills the Tyrion with his own Tyrion, then he can't kill your own Tyrion. Never mind, I lied.
Wait, why can't he?
But no, if you kill your own Tyrion, then you can also get Wind Fury, right? Because you can attack immediately with the weapon, but you can't because of Divine Shield. So there's actually no way you can kill your own Tyrion right now.
Oh yeah, you're right.
So yeah.
If you lay on hands into equality, is that going to be enough? 1 and there.
Has equality.
No, not even close.
Not really cool.
Wait. Okay, so he's going to use the Tyrion to attack the other Tyrion. I think is just what he's concluded. Boom.
Attacking with the Shredder. Okay, Curse Alchemist, that's safe. That's a safe card.
Boom. 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 It's been a long day.
Yeah, it has.
Mortal Coil's mixed up, and I don't think... Once again, I don't think there's anything Dethelor can do to get out of this one. I mean, you know, he's gone to the ends of the earth to make sure that he has a chance to win this one, and I think in the end it's just Paladin has been too much for him to deal with.
Yeah. I mean, Twisting Nether a bit earlier would have been better, right? It would have been better.
Just Twisting Nether.
This big one's Twisting Nether. What are you talking? Oh! That's a bit too late. Yeah, that's a bit too late.
Yeah, he can get up to 7, but it's not quite enough.
Yeah.
Wait. He can Dark Bomb, too. So if he delays that... Oh, no, he's 1 mana off.
Yeah. Immortal Court already, right? So, I think this is it. You could, Nah, you can't. No. It's unfortunate. So, Ashbringer...
You can attack Tyrion with your own Ashbringer and give Lifecoach a 2-1 lead in the series. That's exactly what you could do, and that's exactly what he did. Excellent play there at the end by Dethelor. That was magnificent, attacking the Ashbringer right into the Tyrion. I frankly didn't see a better play.